Welcome to Live Alive. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Liverpool fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Endre could now be a perfect Lavia alternative. Liverpool have made contact with Fluminense regarding the possible transfer of midfielder Endre as Reds manager Jurgen Klopp continues to reassemble his squad. That's according to Sky Sports, who claim that Liverpool are in negotiation with the Brazilian Serie A outfit after seeing a second offer for Southampton's Romeo Lavia rejected. Endre is valued at a ballpark £20 million by his side, and whilst Fluminense are reluctant to grant a departure for one of their most coveted assets midway through the season, the Brazilian Serie A runs from April to December. The player is enticed by the prospect of moving to Anfield. The Reds have already bolstered the midfield with deals for Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai this summer. But the departures of Fabinho and Jordan Henderson have left a hole needing to be filled on the defensive side of the centre, with the aforementioned Lavia's arrival signing at Anfield very much in the balance. Liverpool appear to be making contingency plans in the event that the £50M rated Belgian doesn't wind up on Merseyside. There is no simple silver bullet to solve the problems that plagued Klopp's squad last season, but the transfer business conducted thus far looks promising, albeit with work still to be done, with the season opener against Chelsea just over 1 week away. Virgil van Dijk and Jurgen Klopp agreement may see Liverpool shift transfer priority. Liverpool may quickly be shifting their approach in the summer transfer window, as recent concerns of manager Jurgen Klopp and new captain Virgil van Dijk have suggested. The pair were equally unhappy as the Reds lost their pre-season showdown with Bayern Munich in Singapore, succumbing to a 4-3 defeat despite controlling the match for large periods and taking an early 2-0 lead. Both Klopp and Van Dijk wasted little time in the aftermath of the defeat mapping out where things went wrong, with both men concluding that the Reds are too slack in defense and suffer a period of mental relapses. Speaking after the final whistle, Van Dijk told pitchside reporters, "There's so many good things and things we have to improve. Bayern are a very good opponent and they punish you if you are not on it for a split second. That is what happened today. There's still work to do, and that is what we are going to do." Klopp echoed the sentiments, stating, "A lot of good things and some things I didn't like. Now we have to analyze, we need to look at what's physical. We did a lot in training, especially yesterday in tough circumstances. You saw with the goals we conceded it was mainly down to a lack of concentration. It is no secret that Liverpool are frantically scanning the market for midfielders this summer, particularly following the recent surprise exits of Jordan Henderson and Fabinho to Saudi Arabia. The Reds need more legs and stability in the engine room, but it is understood that a long-standing priority at Anfield has been to bring in a new, high-level defender. Zinchenko shares what Trent told him in the tunnel after Liverpool vs Arsenal last season. Arsenal defender Alexander Zinchenko has shared what Trent AlexanderArnold told him after Liverpool's draw with the Gunners last season. The two players were big figures in the game's key moment. With Arsenal holding a 2-1 lead, Trent put the ball through Zinchenko's legs before setting up Roberto Firmino for a late equaliser. Trent last season, about Megs, putting the ball between his legs. "I spoke with him after the game in the tunnel," explained the Ukrainian. "He said, 'Alex, I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect that I megs you. In the end I just put my head down and saw the ball is still with me, and then after I realized that I megs you. I knew he was going to meg me. I knew, if you see the pictures, my knees were touching each other. I knew that's the only way he could go through me.'" It's a little surprising to hear that Trent and Zinchenko were so openly speaking after April's 2-2 draw at Anfield. The game was a pretty spicy affair, with Liverpool's number 66 notably involved in a flashpoint with Arsenal's Granit Xhaka, having then played a huge hand in a goal that derailed Arsenal's title bid. You'd have thought he'd be the last man Gunners players would want to speak to. Zinchenko himself was visibly distraught on the Anfield bench, having been taken off following Firmino's headed goal. After such a crushing blow, you'd have thought he'd be willing to get straight off. However, football is different these days. We've seen that with Liverpool's rivalry with Manchester City over recent years. The players and the two managers get on superbly well off the pitch. It's no doubt the same with other clubs, too. Zinchenko being a former City man, of course, he'll be no stranger to that slightly friendly rivalry. Liverpool copying Man City tactic toward Chelsea off Romeo Lavia. Liverpool may have taken a leaf out of the book of Manchester City as they look to secure the signature of Romeo Lavia from Southampton. The Reds are set to table their third bid for the playmaker imminently. Though fears of growing that their move could be hijacked by one of their Premier League rivals, Lavia has been identified by the Anfield outfit as the ideal candidate to complete Jurgen Klopp's new-look midfield alongside summer signings Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai, sitting deeper in the role as a number 6 behind the aforementioned duo. However, they may need to act quickly if they are to sign the midfielder, given that Chelsea are also keen and have identified him as a potential alternative to Moises Caicedo. The Blues are locked in negotiations with Brighton over the Ecuador international, but, at this stage, are not willing to match his £100 million valuation. The emergence of a mystery bidder could alter that stance though, with The Athletic reporting that a fresh offer has arrived that is higher than Chelsea have bid this summer, £80 million. Numerous sides have been speculatively named as the unnamed club, with Saudi Arabian outfits also credited with interest given their significant transfer budgets. Liverpool has been named by some news outlets as the mystery bidder, and their Caicedo offer could be deemed a tactical play in the transfer market rather than a concrete approach, as City are credited with doing when they tabled a bid for Declan Rice earlier this summer, which sparked Arsenal into life. The Reds may have submitted an offer for the 21-year-old in the hope of setting off alarm bells at Stamford Bridge, knowing that the bid won't be accepted but still strike fear into the hearts of those at Chelsea. As a result, the Blues could accelerate their negotiations with Brighton and cough up the required additional £20 million to sign Caicedo. In doing so, Klopp's side will feel that they have a window of opportunity to continue negotiating with Southampton for Lavia rather than matching their asking price in fear of a hijack. Arsenal and Manchester United are also keen on the 19-year-old, but their priorities lie elsewhere at this stage. The latter are desperate to sign another midfielder, but have identified Fiorentina's Sofian Amrabat as their top target in that department. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.